It is time for the man, the one, the only, the dawn of September. It becomes the dawn of October. Forget Mr. October. He's the dawn of October. He is the one, the only, AJ Bokine.
Hey Jack, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? So
What's
I
up?
want to kick off today's show.
My
a
coffee
little
cup?
bit. Oh yeah, right. Well, okay. Down 1-0, but okay. I want to kick off today's show a little bit.
It ain't over till it's over.
I know that. I'm hoping it goes 3 today. Actually, I want to kick off today's show with a few birthday wishes.
Okay.
My mom's birthday's today.
The boss.
Yes, the boss's birthday's today.
Oh my God, October. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Here's where it gets crazy. Amanda's mom's birthday is also today.
What?
So
You're making that up.
Nope, they're a few years apart. Same birthday. So shout out to Miss Lisa and Miss Debbie. Happy
Very
birthday.
much.
Have
Happy
a good
birthday.
day. Have a good day. Enjoy it.
Woohoo.
Another year. So have a good day, guys. But it's going to be a good day. We got 4 games today. You know what? I love what ESPN has done. I got to say this. I love the fact that the games don't overlap each other unless they go long.
Yep.
And the fact that they go right into one another.
Yep.
There's a break. There's no prolonged waiting.
Yeah.
It's kind of the first weekend of the playoffs is always kind of like March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that scheduling wise, one game goes into another, and it's kind of cool.
It's like first round of NHL Stanley Cup playoffs too.
Yeah,
Back to back to back to back to back.
Exactly, and I like how they, the Dodger game last night was kind of later, but it wasn't like extremely late. So
Yeah, 8:00 starting here in this here flyover country. That's not bad.
that's not bad at all. Especially if you're in Cincinnati, it's a little late, but it's not.
Yeah. Who cares? We don't like Cincinnati.
But the thing I found interesting, Jack,
Maybe the chili.
if the
Maybe Joe Burrow.
yeah, right. Prayers up for him, by the way.
Yes.
If the Cubs, Reds, and Brewers all win their series, which won't happen, but geographically, all the games will be within 6 hours of one another. Outside of LA.
All right. You want to talk about the games? I got some
Yeah.
other notes. I got some notes on the Brewers and the notes on economic disparity in baseball.
Let's start with the games first, and let's get into the.
Well, wait. Let's do one breaking news from the NFL. Did you see any breaking news from the NFL today?
Joe Flacco benched.
Joe Flacco's bench for Dylan Gabriel.
That's huge. That's huge. I mean, Shador's not ready to play. So
What do you think about that?
I thought he was a solid quarterback in college. I thought he was he's very polished and much older.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it speaks to, and this is not a knock on Shador, but it speaks to Shador played 2 years for his father, which was great for him. Playing for dad is awesome.
Yes.
But it speaks to, even look at a guy like Bo Nix. If you've been around a while, you're ready to play because you're older. So I think Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, theoretically.
But I think.
You think maturity is better, and thus they're better able to handle it? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, if they bench, let's not forget Shador didn't light it up in the preseason. He got sacked 10 times.
Right. He had one good game, and he had one subpar game, or maybe 2.
And he kept running backwards, which was kind of annoying.
Yeah, well, that's a lot. I think you're right in the maturity because in college he could do that. He could run away from guys in college, but not in the pros. They're too fast.
It's different for a young kid to lead a one. I'm not saying age is a huge issue in the NFL, but it's different for a young kid to be a leader on a college team than it is to lead a bunch of grown men who are older than you.
Okay.
So
Point taken. Just a couple of quick things on it. What do you think of the timing of this?
didn't they
They just
win
gave.
last week? Didn't they win that?
No,
No,
they got thumped. They got thumped
they
by the
got thumped.
Lions.
They got thumped. Well, I mean,
They won against the Packers.
this. I mean, Flacco wasn't exactly laying up either.
Yeah.
So, and let's not act like Flacco was going to be the long-term answer for them anyway.
Do you think, AJ, that they're giving up on the season, or do you think this gives them the best chance to win?
I think it reboots the energy, to be honest with you.
Okay, so that gives them a better chance to win.
I mean, let's put it this way: they beat the Packers, but let's not act like they lit it up. They scored 13 points and 2 touchdowns off of turnovers. So.
Okay. All right, had to cover that because it's breaking. Now let's go to the games. First game yesterday was Tigers 2, Guardians 1.
I know the Cy Young is on a postseason award, but if it was, Terry Struble is the best pitcher in baseball. The man struck out 2 per inning for 7 innings left. That's right.
Okay.
Not that Cleveland's offense was amazing.
Their offense stinks usually, but they've been winning great.
I know they're all. But you imagine this: you go on the road, you basically collapse to let them in the playoffs, and then you go back and you make that kind of statement, or you throw your 8th element.
Okay, so is that series over?
No.
Okay.
I think it goes 3.
Okay. 3. All right. That's one. Anything else? Any other highlights from it?
No, I just think Struble was really good.
Okay. Did you watch?
I was bowling, so no, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Bowling for credits.
They had the game on.
Yeah. I know what game you were watching. All right.
Of course it was.
Now, game 2.
Yep.
Cubs 3, Padres 1.
I think the Padres come back and win this one at least.
Yeah. Cubs number 2 pitcher Horton is out with a fractured rib of all things.
I think the interesting thing was, let's not act like the Cubs were lighting it up. They weren't in the lead till late in that game.
Right, it was 1-0. I mean, Padres scored early, I think 3rd or 4th inning, and then never scored again.
Yeah.
Padres, their 3, 4, and 5 hitters historically have had a tough time at Wrigley, if that means anything.
Yeah.
Okay, is that series over?
Yes.
Oh!
No,
don't say that.
Well, no, and honestly, Jack, logistically speaking, I do want the Padres to win.
I know, but you don't think they'll win.
Logistically speaking, for a baseball, I love baseball rivalries. It's awesome, right? If you're baseball, right? Let's just think about this for a second. Your first 3 series of the playoff are going to be Philly and the Dodgers. So Philly and the Dodgers, the Brewers and the Cubs, and the Red Sox and the Yankees. Now, I'm not saying that's what everybody wants, but that's what they want.
No. Red Sox Yankees is on right now.
I know, but I'm saying your first, like, this is how you would draw it up if you wanted it to happen. If you're Major League Baseball, from a pure rivalry standpoint.
Okay.
The only thing that would be better is if the Dodgers won the division and the Padres were in their series. But I don't know. I honestly, as a Brewer fan, here's the thing I don't want, and the reason I want the Cubs to win. I think it's easier for the Brewers. They never play one on the West Coast. Never play one on the West Coast. Ever.
What? They swept the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium this year.
No, but I'm saying like, okay, so imagine playing game 1 and 2. Playing game 1 and 2 at home, Saturday and Monday. Then you get on a flight to San Diego, play late Wednesday night, play late Friday night, and have to play a game 5 on Sunday.
Okay, so you want Cubs to win for logistics.
From a pure travel standpoint, it'll be easy.
Okay, well, I don't care. I want the Cubs out. All right.
I know. I mean, I do. My heart does, but logistically speaking.
And not because Craig Counsell's managing, because they're the Cubs. Anyway, onward. Red Sox 3, Yankees 1.
That series is over.
What's his name? As good as he is, Aaron Judge, he is not good in the postseason, or has not been. That's not his career's not.
No, and let's call it what it is. He's the only one that produces on that roster in the postseason.
And he doesn't produce that well.
I know, but they don't hit in the postseason.
His postseason record is not good. His postseason stats.
So if they lose to Booney if they lose to Boston in the wild card series,
which they will,
Booney's done, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well,
have they still not won? They've still not won a World Series in 2009, right?
Right. That's why you saw Spike Lee with the 2009 hat on with his matching glasses last night.
Oh, he looked so depressed, man. It was awesome.
It was awesome. Okay, Dodgers 10. Wait. Red Sox, Yankees. Is that one over?
Yes.
Okay.
I think by this evening, yes.
Okay. Dodgers 10, Reds 5.
I don't think that's over. I don't think it's over because I don't trust the Dodgers. I was watching that Dodger game yesterday, and they were up 10-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit.
It's all right.
But they were up 10-2, and they had some issues with their bullpen. I think they got lucky because they lit up. The game was 1-0 till the fourth, and then they hit Hunter Green with back-to-backs and knocked him out the game. So
that was a surprise to see him get rocked, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think young pitchers rely too much on their fastball in the postseason.
So that's a good insight, young man.
I think they try to blow by. You got to pitch in the postseason. You can't just throw, and you got to be very strategic. I mean, if you're in a lineup with Ohtani and Betts back to back, if Ohtani has runners on base and there's not a runner on third, I'm not letting him beat me at all. He can take his free base, and I'll face Mookie.
Okay. Now I've got something I want to talk to you about baseball, still on baseball. But I read an interesting thing yesterday, AJ, on the playoffs, and they had four. This is out of The Athletic. They have pretty good baseball writers, and they had the thing was reasons why each team will win the World Series. This is prior to any games being played yesterday,
yeah, right, exactly.
and reasons why they won't win. Now, for the Brewers, that's the only one I'm going to talk about right at the moment. The Brewers, the reason why they win is they had the best record, and the reason why they won't win, the lack of star power. They have. Did you know the Brewers had 97 regular season wins. Preseason, the odds maker put them at 83.5, 83.5 wins, making them one of the biggest overachievers.
Yep.
They had much success across 162 regular season games because of their excellent organizational depth and player development. While the roster doesn't have any big holes, it also doesn't have any true star power like the Phillies or Dodgers rosters that can help carry the offense when the pitching gets a lot tougher in October. The back of the rotation, the lower leverage of the arms of the bullpen, and the bench options don't really matter as much in the playoffs. With the extra days off, it's usually about the stars, and the Brewers don't have a single top 40 qualified star, a hitter in baseball.
Well,
do you think that's fair or not fair? What do you think about that?
I don't think it's fair because I don't think people are taking into account that you do have veteran experience on that team.
Veteran, yes, but not stars. That's anything about veterans.
You don't have stars, but keep in mind, a couple of years ago, before his torn ACL, Reeves Hoskins hit 2 of the biggest home runs in his history. Christian Yelich was a two-time MVP in waiting before he broke his kneecap. So I'm just saying, we don't have stars up and down the lineup, but we have a bunch of guys.
If you were not a Brewers fan, if you lived somewhere else and you were a Rockies fan or a Marlin fan or whoever, doesn't matter, Red Sox, doesn't matter, you would look at the Brewers roster and say they don't have any stars, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, so I think the point's valid, and that comes from, again, going back to the worst owner in baseball, which is Mark Attanasio not spending any money.
You know, I was, and we'll go back to I was watching the Marlins and Mets the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Marlins have the lowest payroll in baseball, right?
Right.
It's fact. They do.
Yep, I know.
Uh, if you're the Mets, I mean, if you are a playoff caliber team, you, I think the key to the, I think the key to the Brewers' success in the long run, Mark may not be the best owner, but
Might not be. He's not.
but I know that, but like the thing is people are underrating, and I think
Underrating what?
stability of the guys on the field. I mean, think about it this way: Murph's been a manager for years, before he went to the Brewers.
Murph's nails. He's great.
Murph nails. Matt Arnold is a genius.
Who?
The GM.
Yes.
Matt Arnold's a genius, and Ricky Weeks knows what he's doing. So, for as unstable as our ownership group is, it's been in place for over 20 years. We've made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 years.
Yes.
And
Unquestioned regular season success, right?
Yep.
Not
and the thing is,
unquestioned postseason failure.
Well, the thing is, keep in mind, Jack, where have we been? Where are we now, and where have we been?
AJ, postseason success or failure?
I understand, but like the thing is,
No. You tell me. How do you judge it? I'm serious because you know how I feel. What do you honestly think? Do you think it's okay because they have a low payroll that they don't win, or are you saying enough's enough? We got it. You tell me what you think.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking about this the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2023, 2 days before Game 1, what he's supposed to start, and he shut down for 2 years, right?
AJ Bokine.
Let me
You didn't answer the question.
No,
Are you running for office? You running for political office?
It's been a failure, but like honestly, like okay.
Well, no. It hasn't. You can't just say, "Well, it's been a failure." You can't just throw that off like you are something.
Well, no. Here, let me explain this, okay?
Okay.
It's been a failure, but we've always been in the short series. The last 3 times we were in the playoffs, we had the 3rd best record in baseball, so we're in a wild card series automatically. And as much as I hated the fact that Dylan Williams gave the homer to Pete Alonso last year, as much as I hated the fact we lost to Arizona, like it's just we need, like, the thing is, the back end inexperience is gonna, I don't trust it. I really don't. I'm a Brewer fan and I love the Brewers, but I don't really know. I'm going into this thing with no expectations. I mean, yeah, they won a lot of games, but I'm going into this thing based off of what have they done? They won a playoff series since I was a sophomore in college. Nigel Morgan was on the team, by the way.
That's right. All right, listen to this. When the wild card round, this was from yesterday. When the wild card round, this is an article about salary discrepancies. Even as baseball thinks, oh, the Brewers had the best record, everything's fine. When the wild card round began on Tuesday, 6 of the 12 spots will be occupied by teams with a top 10 payroll. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
The only participants from the bottom third in spending are the Brewers with an estimated $117 million, the Reds, ranked number 22 with an estimated $119 million roster, and the Cleveland Guardians ranked number 25 with an estimated $101 million tab. Mm-hmm. Had things been slightly different in the season's final days, the top 10 spending Mets and Astros could have made the Brewers the only entrant from that category.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The odds on the eve of the tournament favor the big spenders, as they did last October when the Dodgers downed the Yankees in 5 games. There's not been a repeat champion in baseball since the Yankees completed a three-peat in 2000, but there has been a repeat economic class of a champion. A team with a top 10 payroll has won the World Series in 5 of the past 6 seasons. The last club with a bottom 10 payroll to win a championship was, can you guess? Bottom 10.
Was it the Rangers?
No,
The
they had a top 10 payroll.
What was it? The Royals?
No,
I don't know. I don't know.
farther back than that. The last club with a bottom 10 payroll to win a championship was the 2003 Florida Marlins. You had to go all the way back. You have to go 22 years.
And they sold off that team early in 2004.
Yeah. The Dodgers paid the highest tax, going over the threshold. The Cubs felt compelled to dump former National League MVP Cody Bellinger this winter. The Yankees were one of the few clubs not worried about his $27.5 million salary. The Toronto Blue Jays are back in October after Rogers Communications authorized a franchise record $254 million roster. Philadelphia Phillies owner John Middleton opened his wallet to revive the franchise. He has kept the wallet open as the club has reached the postseason in 4 consecutive seasons. He said, "My great-great-grandchildren might be angry at me," he told Sports Illustrated, "but I'm not going to know them." Now, spending does not guarantee success. Listen to this. Heading into the season, the Reds were one of 9 teams, a list that also includes the Chicago White Sox, Colorado Rockies, Miami Marlins, the Brewers, Minnesota Twins, Pittsburgh Pirates, Seattle Mariners, and St. Louis Cardinals, who declined to sign any player to a multi-year contract past this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 of those teams will be watching in the postseason. So, and
I'm going to say this, and I mean this with all due respect. You could be the Mets. Think about it that way, Jack.
Well, you know what? The way that the numbers show, what we just talked about here, you're better off being the Mets because you still have a better chance of winning than the Brewers.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing, Jack. I love the Brewers seasons, every season.
Yeah, this one was the best, of course.
Because every season, you don't know half the roster, right? Unless your name is Jackson, or unless your name is Chirielli or Hoskins, for that matter. But the thing is, you're throwing darts at a wall and hoping something sticks every year. And I love the chance. I'm not overly confident in the postseason, but you're at home, and this has never happened before in my lifetime. So you know what? Let it roll, let it play, and let's see what happens.
Of course, but my point is, in reading through all that, and thanks for putting up with that, is that despite the Brewers' record this year, the overall trend is not just against the Brewers, against any team that's not one of the top 10 spenders. So
there will never be. I've come to the conclusion there will never be true balance in baseball. That is why they try to balance the schedule. That is why we replace everybody every year. But there will never be.
Why couldn't there be? There is in the NFL.
Look at freaking Pittsburgh, for example. They got pretty much the same payroll as the Brewers, and they're almost never competitive for more than half a season.
There is competitiveness in the NBA.
Yeah, to an extent, I'd say.
Oklahoma City won the championship.
Yeah, but they're also. It's not. It's the thing is the Brewers. I love Vinny, and I love the team that we have.
Yeah. But, so do I. I love the team. There's nothing against the team. It's just the odds.
But I'm saying the big thing is, as much as I love watching games on TV, we're never going to be a big spender because we don't have the massive Dodgers, Phillies. I don't think, if I remember correctly, other than MLB Network, I don't think the Brewers have been on national TV once this year. Unless it's on the street. But I'm thinking you can't.
Well, here's the other thing. If they had a star player, they would have been, because that's what draws viewers.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so enjoy the postseason. be realistic about these things. These, the Reds and the Brewers, we love them, but the odds are against us. So
Yeah, right.
if the Brewers can overcome it, that'd be fantastic.
I mean, keep in mind too, like we've never been in this position either,
That's
where
true.
the whole thing's at home. You're not the whole postseason. Like you don't play all the games at home, but like
It,
you're at
but
home.
okay, I got Mr. Negative's got another thing. I just heard, is Woodruff out?
Yes, yes.
What happened? I don't even know what happened to him, AJ.
Another same thing as 2 years ago.
Show.
Not same thing, not exact same thing, but an impingement.
Uh,
So we'll
okay.
see. But that might open. I was thinking about that. That might open a spot because you don't know if Quinn would get a start if Woody was in. So,
Okay.
and the thing is, Quinn might be a better matchup for one of the postseason games because he's a ground ball pitcher.
True.
Yeah, so we'll see.
All right. Have you heard anything about McGill?
He got in the game on Sunday.
And
In the fourth, he was clean, so it's good.
good. Okay. Enough baseball. Yes.
Yes.
Let's talk. Let's go to one thing, a puzzle for Packers fans. What's going on?
What's going on, Jack?
They went from having a historic defense to having one that gets 40 points put up on them, or 38 by.
Well, the thing is, it was kind of interesting, right? So, if I'm a Cowboy, and I'm saying this, I'm an objective observer here. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm mad. I know as a Packer fan, I should be mad too because we didn't win the game. But if I'm the Cowboys, I'm mad. Here's why. Right? You throw the ball 60 yards in the air on a 3rd and forever, right? Down to your 5-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
All you had to do was punch the thing in. And you went, sorry. Hold on. Sorry, Jeff. I'll answer it later.
It's okay. I got you. That happened to me earlier too. So,
sorry.
Just real quick because we're running low on time.
Yep.
Do you think AJ, the Packers, will they be able to shake out of this funk?
I think so. It's a bye week, It's a bye week. You got Jake Browning and the Bengals coming in. You got Arizona. Arizona might be a real tough game. A tougher game than people think because it's out there. Kyler seems to be connecting with Marvin. Their defense seems to be decent. So I think it's going to be a good game. But the thing is, you can't. I'm thinking you cannot be competitive with the Bengals because then we got major concerns.
Okay, well that's the thing to look for. We got to go to AJ's advice and worldly wisdom.
Keep in mind, you got Arizona and Pittsburgh coming up both on the road.
Oh, 1 week at a time. Just cool it. Listen, we're getting low on time. I want to have time for AJ's advice and words of wisdom. Words of wisdom. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment that you keep putting off to talk about the Pittsburgh and Arizona. We are talking about AJ's advice, words of wisdom that he has gleaned from the world of sports, and we'll apply them to everyday life to help you improve your life. Go, AJ.
All right, so this one goes, I just got a text this morning from one of my old coaches. You don't know the blessing of technology until you have it. Right, Jack? So we do a show twice a week for the show. I've done a couple of virtual presentations. And my point is, it's always okay to go back home. My point is, I was given the opportunity this morning to give a virtual presentation for Whitewater basketball next week, Wednesday.
Oh, excellent.
And I'm going to take it because the coach, my buddy Kai, is still there as an assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
And the coach that is there now, Jared Wixer, I love him because he replaced the legend that was Pat Miller that took me, under his wing. And I'm excited. And, it's always okay to go back home, No matter where you are in life, all roads through sports and life lead to the place where you first started. That's my thing today is like, you're always part of a family somewhere. You know, you may live in California now, like my buddy Jordan, who's from Green Bay, who's a assistant at assistant at Grand Canyon now. But he texted me the other day and said all roads lead home through the game of basketball. So I'm really excited, really pumped for the opportunity, and it's gonna be fun. And it's virtual, so it's gonna be real fun. So I don't have to travel. So
Great.
yeah, so it's gonna be real fun. So I'm excited.
Excellent. All right, man. Got to fly.
Do you want to do Saturday or Sunday? We can discuss that later.
We're gonna have to discuss it later. I got to fly, but I want you to know you did a great job. You're an inspiration and a midweek pick me up to people all over the world. So
Okay.
that's the blessing of technology come through the body of AJ
Okay.
Dine. That's all
All right.
for today, folks.
Thanks.
We
Thanks,
have to.
brother.
Sorry for the quick cut, but we got to move, and we will be back. Don't cry. We'll be back either Saturday or Sunday to be determined, and AJ and I will both post it on our socials as soon as we know.
No Packer game on Sunday for those who are looking for one. There isn't one. There's a bye week this week, so
And bye is coming at a fortuitous time, I think. So that helps.
so, yep, yep.
Yep. Very cool.
All
All
right.
right, Age. Great job as usual, and you are the one, the only, the godfather of good sportsmanship. He is. Say it with me.
AJ
AJ Bo.
Bokey.